Hello. No one's here. uh, Hi guys. No one's here. Oh, did I start? Oh. Hi. We are about to start real life cooking. I'm just tagging what we're making today. I have a special guest. Just gonna get Facebook going. Oh, there's Mina. Hey, Aminah. Come on in. Come on in so we can start cooking. Can you turn that off so I can hear? Hey, Facebook. Welcome to Real Life Cooking. I have a special guest today. Oh, here we go. Aminah. Just waiting for her to join. Hey, Aminah.
Yes.
How are you? Oh, we're stuck a little. One second. Instagram wants to act crazy. Oh, there you are. Instagram's already acting a fool. We're not even on here for 5 minutes.
And it's hating on us.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm over here trying to get my ingredients, but I don't remember what I needed to have, but I know I have them.
So yeah, there's not really a specific way, but I didn't tell you the equipment that we'll need. So we will need a pot of water.
Okay.
And we'll need a small pot to make our sauce. Okay. And we'll need our a bowl like this.
Okay. I got a bowl.
Let me turn you up let me turn you up so I can hear you.
I got a small. So I need a small pot and a medium-sized pot.
Yeah, the bigger pot we're gonna put water in because we're gonna boil our vermicelli noodles.
How much water should I put in it?
At least I have a good amount. So, I don't know, 5 or 6 cups, pretty much full.
Okay, cool.
Who's over there on Facebook? Hello. I can't see all the way.
Capricorn.
Oh, hello. So how's your day going? How's your Sunday?
It's good. So I woke up this morning and I went to go do yoga in the park. So which means I just laid on my mat and
and thought meditative thoughts.
I mean, the intentions were there, but 100% no yoga was done. Me and my friend, and we just had a long talk. Then we got some food, came back to the park, ate. Central Park is really nice. It's a nice place to go to. We went to the lower part, so about 59th Street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been going there this week. We went to by 108. And there's a little pathway, and people are social distancing. It's not people are on top of each other, and it just feels really good to be out of the house and socializing a little bit.
Nice. It was nice. So I'm glad I did that. So the day's been going good. Then I came home and I repotted some of my babies. I got a new plant, and then I'm here cooking with you.
Well, I'm so excited that you're here today. Thank you for agreeing to cook along with me. I'm also pretty excited that you're vegan. You're the first vegan that I've cooked along with. How long have you been vegan?
So I've been vegan for a week.
Goodbye. You just use this as an opportunity. You're like, I'm going to cook with a real chef. Let me learn things.
The thing is, I've been attempting to be vegan for the past 7 years. I'm not gonna lie. This has been a long. My intentions are good, but execution has just fallen short. But since the quarantine, I have not the whole quarantine, but since some weeks ago, I was for real, I gotta be serious. So when you hit me up, that's when I knew I had to be serious. So
it was all coming together. So everyone that is here with us, welcome to Real Life Cooking, where we make a meal from start to finish in less than an hour. Today we are making spring rolls with Aminah. I always want to say your full Instagram name, Aminah Imani. Is that how you introduce yourself too?
It doesn't matter, Aminah Imani,
So the first thing that we're going to do, Aminah, is put on our pot to boil with the water. Got it? And while that is starting to boil, do you want to just introduce yourself to the many, many millions of followers we have watching this right now?
Right. Overwhelming amount of people. I mean, John Legend and Alicia Keys ain't got nothing on us. Hey guys, so my name's Aminah Imani. I'm a comedian, actress, writer. I live here in New York City. You see me at the Apollo. You see me on Vice News. And then I also used to host a weekly show at the Knit Factory every Sunday that people would come to. So hopefully, you know, with COVID, stop hating on our lives and let us out. Let us out. Let us out.
Yeah, and she's actually really funny because I've been to a few of her shows and they are actually hilarious. But I don't know if it makes me a bad person. Some of my favorite jokes involve your son because you'd be talking trash about him. It'd be so funny.
No. And it was so bad because one time I was like watching my set at home and he's like in the house chilling. And then I turned the video off and he was like, "Why you say I was annoying?"
We're like, yeah, moving on.
I know. So, but you know what? I just feel like we do have a lot of comedic moments. A lot of people love to hear stories about him. I mean, honestly, during this quarantine, he has kept me full of situations and on my toes. So I just talk about it. I like to talk about it.
Awesome. All right, well, let's start cooking. The first thing that we're gonna do is, we have our pot of water boiling, which I told you to turn it on, and then I forgot to turn mine on. Oh no, mine is boiling.
So do people need to see like my counter? People need to see my stove? What do people?
No, you could just leave it how you were. Like that's good. That's good.
Right.
And then the next thing that we're actually gonna do is make our hot. It's like a hot and sour sauce, but it's not really sour. It's more like hot and sweet. Okay. And we're gonna need we're gonna need our vinegar. We're gonna need our hot sauce. And I saw you got the stuff that I actually really like that chili garlic paste.
Yeah. So everybody, I got my
I love that stuff. I just didn't buy it for myself today. So I have
Asian market. So I went crazy with it. Where did you get?
Oh, the Asian market is so cool to go to. They have so many interesting different ingredients and stuff.
It was so enthralling. I honestly wanted to grab more stuff, but then I had to realize, baby steps.
All right, so I have red crushed chili peppers, but this really works with any kind of hot sauce, except for like Frank's. That might be a little weird, or like a Louisiana hot sauce, but like that Asian paste that she has, hot chili flakes, sriracha is a good one. And then we also need some sugar, and we're gonna also use a little bit of water. And this is super, super easy. We're literally just going to put about a half cup of our vinegar, a fourth a cup of water, and then a fourth of a cup of sugar, and like a table. Do you like things super spicy, or are you like?
No, I'm not a super spicy person.
All right. So
I'm like just medium. I'm like right now.
Okay.
I don't like.
So put like just a small half spoon. Harlem's being Harlem right now. The motorcycles just came through.
What are we putting in the bowl first? How much of the rice?
So we're putting in our pot. We're putting about a half a cup of rice vinegar. Also, I don't ever measure anything. So if you would like to measure, feel free. But it's really something that you can't really mess up. And I hesitate to say that because people probably will mess us up. But it's like, you don't really need the measurement so much. So you're going to do a half a cup of your rice vinegar, a fourth of a cup of sugar.
So if I don't use sugar, what can it be the substitute? I have date sugar and I have like honey and agave.
Oh, you're real vegan. Living that healthy life. No sweeteners either. So you said you have date sugar, you have agave, and you have honey. You can use any of those, actually. Okay. They all will sweeten and help thicken the sauce.
So you said a fourth of a tablespoon?
Yep, a fourth of a cup of the sugar, or your honey, agave, date sugar, whatever one you want to decide to use. Hello, Carlos. I can see your name. Also, you guys, if you have any questions for me or Aminah, please drop them below. And we have my lovely assistant, aka fiance,
yes,
relaying the questions to us.
What's going on?
You hear her, Chris? She said hello.
Hello.
Say hello back. Don't be in the background.
I said hello.
Oh, he's trying to just be behind the scenes.
I'm not doing my hello.
We know you over there pushing her to be her best.
all the time. He's the first to tell me, like, nope, that's not good enough. Do it again.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
All right. So, what are you over there struggling with? I see the struggle.
Well, I don't know when I bought this sugar, and so it's, you know, it's giving me, but I got it. I'm good.
All right. So, in our pot, we have our rice vinegar. We have 1/4 of a cup of our sugar. Aminah doesn't eat sugar, so she used, what did you use? The date?
Date sugar.
Nice. So this is giving me, you're ready for all the.
This my 2 cents.
And then we're gonna put 1/4 of a cup of water, and then, so let me take this pot over here. That really just helps cut down some of that super vinegary flavor. And then we're gonna add in our spicy element. So Aminah has like the chili garlic paste. I would put about like a 1/2 spoon of that into it.
Okay.
I have hot chili flakes, and I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of them in here. And then, literally all we're gonna do is put this on the stove and let it reduce down until it starts to get like thick and syrupy kind of. Which should probably take maybe, depending on how high your heat is, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. It really doesn't matter what temperature your stove is on. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't over reduce and you end up with no liquid. You definitely want the sauce.
They didn't want nobody to open up this sauce. I mean, I'm fighting with the label.
All right, so mine is on.
So because you're a chef, are you like chefing it up every day during the quarantine? What's your steams? Because my DoorDash bill has increased immensely as the time progressed.
Really? Because my job completely basically disappeared, like no one wanted me in their house when COVID was happening or is happening, I was actually a little mindful with my money at the very beginning. So I only allowed myself to eat out like once a week. So yes, I was doing a ton of cooking. Then like halfway in, I realized like maybe I should cook like how I cook for my clients and make a few meals at a time. So I don't have to, because it's not really the cooking that bothers me, it's the cleaning. The cleaning of the kitchen over and over and over again. So, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I probably cook fancy like twice a week. Is she frozen? I can't tell if she's frozen or if she's just like staring at me like.
Yeah. Okay, well that's good. I know a lot of chefs. Oh, is the
Uh-oh, we're Teddy Riling over here. It's frozen. Oh, there she is. Sort of, maybe. Hello.
still frozen?
Oh, no, you're good now. You're good.
It's still frozen?
No, you're good.
I had to,
It's just
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong.
It's just off.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't pay the big bucks to Instagram. They're hating on us. Again, we're too good. We're breaking the internet.
I turned the sauce on. I have the water. I have the sweet vinegar and the hot sauce inside the pan.
Okay, perfect. So we're just going to let that boil. We don't, just keep an eye on it so it doesn't over reduce, but we do want it to get slightly a thicker viscosity. Viscosity is what we're going for. Okay. So while that is cooking, boiling, is your water boiling yet?
Almost.
All right, so when your water comes to a boil, you can either just put your vermicelli noodles into the pot directly, or you could put them in a bowl and pour the water over. I'm going to put them in a bowl just because, so you guys can see. But if I was doing, like, you can probably just put them in your pot just so you don't have to wash another dish. Like,
right. So how much noodles? Because I had to get this whole big thing. This was $3.
Oh, yeah, because you went to the Asian market, yeah. We're not going to use all those noodles.
But how much should I put in?
So I'll show you how many I'm going to use this whole, so mine came in 2 little nests. I'm going to use one of the nests.
Okay, all right.
As I put it all over my kitchen floor. Amazing. So vermicelli noodles, I specified to you, and I want to specify to anyone that wants to make this. There's two different kinds of rice noodles you can get in the store, and the vermicelli noodles are going to be the thinner ones, and definitely the ones you want to put in your rice rolls, not the ones like they make for pad thai that are a little bit thicker. And some stores don't carry them. Whole Foods carries them, or the Asian Market. So did you go to H Mart? Is that the market you went to?
Yes, my cousin lives in Queens, and so she had a barbecue yesterday. Don't judge me, we social distance, blah blah blah. And
No judgment here.
And so I did Queens, and I was like, "It's an Asian market." Like, yeah, and then we went to it was like huge. It was big.
Yeah.
But they had all types of noodles. I wanted to buy more, but I didn't even know that's what I was gonna come across. Had I known, I would have came in there with one recipe. So now my water is boiling.
So you're just literally gonna put your noodles into your boiling water and turn off, so it doesn't have to boil anymore. You're just gonna turn it off. So the way you cook these kinds of noodles is literally just soaking them in water. And we're gonna leave these pretty plain. But say, because you have that big old bag, so other things you can do with them is you can, make a sauce and toss them in the sauce, and eat them. But you want to always, when you're seasoning your noodles, you want to season them after, immediately when they're still warm, because they'll absorb a lot more of the sauce that way.
What if you have, the noodle she has, which is the longer one?
Oh, you could just break them. You said what?
Just sit them in the water, and that's it.
Yep. Turn it off. If you want to help, because it's hot, if you want to put the lid on it just so the steam doesn't escape, that's fine too. But you don't have to.
Okay.
So yeah, just put them to the side. This was not the smartest thing. I keep touching this super hot boiling water. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is cut our vegetables.
Question.
Oh, question?
Can you overcook those noodles?
So Chris is asking if you can overcook those noodles. You can, yes, because if you leave them in the hot water for a really long time, they'll just get super mushy because they're going to absorb too much water. So we're going to leave them in for about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's what I'm
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We'll use the timer in our minds.
Well, I already
All
set
right.
one, so we good to go.
Oh, great. Awesome. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is chop up our vegetables that are going to go inside of our spring rolls. So the cool thing about these is you can really use any kind of vegetable that you want. Or you can, the picture that I saw from the internet, has fruits inside of them. You can put, if you're not vegan, you can put shrimp. You could put, what else have I had inside of them? I really like the shrimp ones, but
Meat?
Oh, you can put crab meat. Yeah, you can really fill them. Once you have the technique down, you can do whatever you want. But today we're keeping it simple. We are putting carrots and our cucumber. To prepare, and how we cut things really does kind of matter. So we're going to cut our vegetables into a julienne. Do you know what a julienne is?
No, girl, teach me what's up.
So it's basically long, very, very small matchsticks. So obviously for our carrots, the first thing we want to do is peel them. My sauce is over here boiling away. So really this is the hardest part of what we're doing today. So if you make it past here, Aminah, you're in good shape.
Okay, girl, you moving so quick over here, let me catch up. And you get a nice little swoop and clean to the side. Gee, that's how you know you got a chef, because you don't have those skills. So how long have you been cooking?
I have been cooking my entire life, but professionally for 12 years. So I'm not one of those people that transitioned to being a chef. I had some life crisis and I decided to be a chef. This is literally how I've been making my money, since I was 22 years old. Just kind of crazy.
So you're not new to this. You true to this.
Yeah, it for sure.
I love to hear it. So
Oh, go ahead.
I shaved off my carrots.
Okay, you're right. So next, we're going to cut them into. Also, I'm going to turn off my sauce. It's gotten a little bit thicker, and I don't want to over reduce it. So just make sure you're watching yours. you'll see that it starts to boil kind of thicker. I'm gonna bring this over so you can kind of see. Oh, we're frozen again. So this is what my sauce, it's still pretty thin, but as it cools, it's gonna get thicker. Oh.
Okay. Let me show you.
Facebook showing that. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. So you could probably take yours off the heat too. Because it's not meant to be a super thick sauce, but if you wanted it even thicker, you could keep cooking it longer.
Is there something in there that's irritating from a smell standpoint?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the smell of boiled vinegar,
Oh,
which is what you're smelling right now.
Not like that at all.
Chris is about to give up his job because he doesn't like the smell of this vinegar.
I know. So if my sauce is not as thick, what can I add to it to make it thick?
If it's not as thick, you can just keep boiling it for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Carolina?
Something like that. I'm watching you.
Oh, Carolina said, Aminah, I'm watching you. Big eyes and a tongue.
I'm over here.
All right. So yeah, just keep, if you want your sauce thicker, just keep boiling it a little while longer. I have to take mine off the heat because
Claire said I'm a trooper.
Oh, my cousin said that Chris is a trooper because he's dealing with all these. Oh, you should see, Aminah, when I make curry over here. Chris is not a fan of curry.
Oh my goodness!
You would think that I burnt down the whole house when I make curry. He opens every window, lights every candle.
Oh, curry. I cook curry chickpeas like every week.
Yeah, no. Chris
Chris
and you could not be friends.
Is it Indian or is it?
Oh, what kind of curry do you like? Do you like Indian curry or like more like a West Indian style curry or Thai curry?
Curry, but because I live over here in like somewhat Spanish Harlem, this is the curry that I usually get.
You are cracking me up with these products, the way you put them in the screen. All right, so let's go ahead and cut our carrots. We've peeled them. So what we're gonna do first is cut them into like feasible pieces. You want to make your vegetable work for you, not the other way around. So I'm gonna just cut off the top and bottom. Also, tip, because this cut is very delicate in a way, we want to make sure we're holding our knife right. So you want to make sure you're holding your knife like this and wrapping your hand around like that. Yes, just like that. And then when you are going to cut, you want to try to rock your knife. You don't want to chop it up and down. It's going to feel funny at first, but the more you do it, the better it'll feel, and you'll get more precise knife cuts.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to cut our carrot into about 2-inch pieces. Your carrots might be a little bit bigger or smaller, but mine made about 2 pieces that big. Perfect. And then this is where it gets tricky. We are going to cut planks of carrot. So as thin as possible. So careful of your fingers. And I will bring this closer so you can see. So basically you're aiming for some carrot that looks like this.
Okay, I can do that.
And be careful, because obviously the carrot is rolly. The vinegar is taking Chris out over here.
Oh, poor Chris. So how much? But why? I'm doing fine. Is Chris sensitive?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, he is sensitive. Is it?
To smells.
Yeah, to smells.
Oh
yeah, he wants to be clear about that. He's not sensitive on life, just smells.
Oh, it's 2020. You could be sensitive to whatever you want.
What'd she say? It's 2020.
She said it's 2020. You'll be all right.
Oh. All right. Look, I got mine.
You got your planks? Perfect. Oh wait, yeah, because your carrot was skinny. So then once you have your planks, you're gonna take those planks and run your knife through them so you end up with small little matchstick strips that'll look like this.
Got it.
And you're gonna do that with all of your carrot. And this is the hardest part of the spring roll, is preparing all the ingredients that are gonna be put inside. Spring rolls are actually, they're really easy to make, but it's just doing a lot of the same things over and over, which is why whenever my clients ask for them, I would kind of be upset because it just takes a long time. But it's not hard.
No.
And then the thing is people can eat them so fast. So you spend like so long making them, and then people can eat them in like 2 bites. Question?
Are you stacking them in twos?
Are
you eating the carrot or are you cooking the carrot?
I'm eating the carrot. It's really hard not to snack while I cook.
I love snacking while I'm cooking. Are you a person where you snack so much by the time you're finished cooking, you're not hungry?
Oh, for sure. Most of the time when I cook, I'm not hungry at the end. I don't even want what I cooked anymore.
Oh, wow. So Christy over there eating good.
Yeah, Chris is a food critic now. He's like, oh no, babe, not enough sauce. No.
Room for growth for everyone.
Room for growth. So as you get better at cutting your carrots, you can start stacking the planks on top of each other. So I have 2 planks here. I can stack them on top of each other and cut them at the same time.
This how it's supposed to look, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh, those look really great. Those are really, really good.
West side.
Mina over here banging with her carrots.
You feel me?
Have you ever cut carrots like this before?
No. I usually either shred them for salad or I keep them thick to eat it with peanut butter.
Oh, you eat carrots with peanut butter?
Yeah, that's my favorite snack. Crunchy peanut butter.
Interesting. I've never had carrots and peanut butter.
Yeah, but so like even with this sauce that we're making, if I was to put some peanut butter in it, do you think it would go, or I'm doing too much?
No, for sure. Sometimes I actually make a separate peanut butter sauce. I didn't know you like peanut butter so much. You could make peanut butter sauce. But yeah, you could definitely add in some peanut butter and it'll give it like a creamy and that peanut butter flavor. A lot of times these are served actually with like crushed peanuts to give it some even more texture. So yeah, definitely. Add in like a spoon of peanut butter to your sauce and then it'll be like tangy and nutty at the same time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I love peanut butter. Let's eat a peanut butter and be okay.
All right, so let me finish my last carrots.
Yes, I'm very proud of. Oh, should I have more? Since my carrots are small, should I just go ahead and do some more?
Yeah, you can. So this is something that you want to make and eat pretty quickly. You don't really want them like sitting in your fridge for too long because the rice paper can get hard. So depending on how many you want to eat, that probably looks like it'll probably make about 3 or 4. So if you want to make more than that, yeah, you can cut some more carrot. It's always better when you're making something that involves a filling to have extra filling than rather like be rolling and then get to a point and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to cut more carrot, you know?
All right. So I just put peanut butter in my sauce, so hopefully I'm excited.
I think you'll be all right. All right, so for our cucumber, we're gonna cut it in the same exact way as we cut our carrot. We're gonna make those planks and then cut them into strips, similar size. The cucumber is actually gonna be a little easier because it's softer.
Do you take the skin off of your cucumbers?
I don't. Did you get did you have an American or an English cucumber?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an American cucumber.
Oh.
So yes, with American cucumber, I would take off the skin just because it's a little more bitter. With the English cucumber, that's why they actually come wrapped in plastic because the skin, not to say the skin is not edible, but it just has like, it can have sometimes a little off taste or flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna take the skin off, but honestly, when I saw English, I really just saw American, and so I went and just got it.
I mean, it's really, it's not ruining your dish. I just happen to like English cucumbers a little bit better because the seeds are a little bit more palatable and the skin is a little bit more palatable. You don't have to do less work to prep it.
Now, next time.
Yeah, next time you know. But you will be, sorry, Chris is like waving over here. There's a question apparently. But you will be surprised. English cucumbers are so expensive. Like sometimes they're $2.49 for one. Whereas American cucumbers you can get for like 3 for like 99 cents.
Yeah, these are 2 for like $2 or something.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
did you get that cucumber from?
Oh, I got this cucumber from a grocery store on 110. No, I got it from Whole Foods. But you can get English cucumbers from anywhere.
It's that large? Are they always that large?
Yeah, they're pretty big. You could also get the Persian cucumbers, which are just the same as these. They're just smaller. So you can eat the skin and the seeds. So again, we're going to make our planks out of our cucumber. And then make our strips.
So I did take a cooking class when I first moved to New York because I didn't know, like, learning how to cut things is actually a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't all of that. So I do take my hat off to chefs everywhere because I realized that I didn't know how to do half the stuff that I needed to do.
Yeah, it is. I actually have, because I just started my virtual kitchen when self-isolation and quarantine happened. And I have a class that literally all we do is chop things for 2 hours, and I teach you like all these different knife skills and different things.
Yes, so I'm talking about, honestly, I want to leave this IG live, like, but, you know, I'm going to bear with you.
All right. So we're going to get all of our toppings. If you're just joining us, we're making spring rolls. We've already made our dipping sauce. Aminah got real fancy at her house and added some peanut butter to our vinegar spicy sauce.
I'm so excited. Like, I know I'm going to tear up.
All right.
So when you look at, like, to create a vibe, do you, like, usually listen to music? Watch TV? Like, what do you have to do with cooking?
Sometimes I listen to music, but not very often. I try to cook in silence a lot. It leaves me alone with my thoughts. It's a great time to think about plotting and planning. I come up with really, really good ideas. I should probably keep a notebook nearby because I should write them down instead of just like having these random fleeting ideas as I'm cooking. When I'm cooking like for myself or for like a holiday, I'll turn on music. But like for clients, not so much.
Who determines that these are really, really good ideas?
Oh, Chris said, how are my ideas really, really good?
No, I didn't.
Oh, who determines them? I determine they're good ideas, but I never write them down. Oh, we need to take our, we need to drain out our rice noodles.
So at this point,
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's that.
I totally forgot about them. No, they're not.
I asked you about that timer, remember?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what?
Aminah said she had a timer.
And the timer went off. I turned it off and moved on.
That's the equivalent of turning off the timer when you get up and you're going back to sleep.
Oh my gosh. So we're going to drain them out, and then we're just going to rinse them under cold water until they are cool. Just to like, so they'll be easier for us to touch.
They look so good too.
This is a really good summer meal because it doesn't involve like so much cooking, you know? You're not making your house super hot.
Right.
And they're really light and fresh, so they're really, really good.
Asking me about fireworks.
Oh yeah, I mean, which one of your cousins keeps setting off these fireworks in Harlem? Oh, those look great.
The fire, I heard it's the fire department.
Perfect. So you rinse them under cold water, and then we're also going to want to put just a little bit of oil on them so they don't stick together. Whatever kind of oil you want to use. So you heard it was a fire department that's doing that?
Yeah, I read an article and somebody called like a video of the fire department doing the fireworks as well.
I don't understand the fireworks at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it's because a lot of people say because it's summertime, that's what people do.
I guess, but I don't ever remember fireworks being like around 4th of July, like the days before 4th of July and then after. But I don't remember them like at the beginning of June last year.
Me neither. But you know what's so good about my apartment is it's brand new and I live right next to the highway. So they made the apartment soundproof. So as soon as I close my door, I can't hear anything outside.
That's nice. We live in an older building.
They didn't care. They just wanted their rent money.
Where are you originally from, Aminah?
I was raised in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And how long have you been in New York?
I've been in Harlem for 7 years now.
So,
And I've lived in New York for 10.
Oh, nice.
ask her if she's seen that Atlanta's wide open right now from the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel about Atlanta just living its best life with the clubs and everything
I
open?
was like, I think this is the worst place to be from during this quarantine time. Because everybody who's from Chicago and Ohio don't have to see their friends out smoking hookah, drinking, partying, dancing, getting their nails and toes done. But this is what I see every day on my Instagram feed, and I'm 100% jealous, okay? I'm jealous.
Yeah, they're looking fly, fresh. Meanwhile, my eyebrows are just not even. I don't want to
Girl,
talk about that.
that shit's good. I live it. I'm like, I'm about to follow all my high school, elementary, and middle school friends. I don't want to see y'all.
Not swinging around with the knife. All right.
That's how mad it makes me. Stop
All right.
showing no good life right now.
Listen, Aminah is not happy with you living your best lives in Atlanta.
Oh my goodness. And I mean, they just rub it all in, and they be with their family, and they be far. Where are you from originally?
Yeah.
I'm from Southern California.
See, so they in quarantine, just like you. Y'all in solidarity.
Yep.
No, you were saying California's open now.
Oh, California apparently is opening too, but I don't know.
But Atlanta's open for like a month and some change now.
No, literally, yeah, in April, I remember I saw a video from the club. I was like, what? Okay, so we have our carrots chopped. We're chopping our cucumbers. Our rice noodles are drained. We cooled them under some cold water. We also put a little oil in them so they don't stick together. Let's talk about some of our other toppings that I suggested you get. So you can have some cilantro, and literally to prep that, we're just going to pull off some of the pieces. We're going to put the cilantro in actually whole. So I'll just put it some to the side. And then I also said you could use basil, you could use mint. Those are the
I got all of it.
Oh, yours are going to be amazing. I thought I had some basil, but then when I got back from the store, I don't know why I didn't check before I went to the store, but when I got back from the store, I realized that it was actually bad. So I got cilantro and mint today.
I love basil. The other day I made pesto,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just this best thing that I feel like has come into my life. So I made homemade pesto with basil. So I'm going to use the rest of mine to make some pesto for later.
Yeah, our pesto is amazing. Chris isn't a huge pesto fan, so I don't make it so often. And then for the mint though, we do want to pull it off of like the bigger stems, because the mint stems they're not the greatest thing to eat. They're a little hard to chew, and they have almost like too intense of a flavor to eat raw. So you do want to separate the mint leaves.
Same thing. Well, I'm going to take the basil off like this, right?
Yep, same thing with the basil. Mm-hmm. So you're going to want, whenever you're making your spring rolls, you're going to want to just get all your little fillings together. Sometimes I put them on a little plate nearby. Today, I think I'm still going to do that, just so they're ready to go. And you have to think about it when you start to go to roll them. So I'm going to put my cucumbers on my carrots. And like I said before, you can really play around with any kind of vegetable. Sometimes they have the spring rolls. They'll have lettuce, like a big piece of lettuce inside. I'm not a huge fan of that, but a possibility. The possibilities are endless.
Right.
So you'll have all your little toppings, your rice noodles nearby. And then we're going to want to get our bigger bowl and fill it with like pretty warm water.
With pretty warm water.
Pretty warm water. So it's not boiling, like as hot as you can stand to touch it, because that's going to activate our rice paper roll. And if it's not, it will work with like cooler water, but it just takes a little bit longer for the rice paper roll to get pliable that way. So I'm just gonna get some water from my sink. Hopefully my sink doesn't show out today and never get hot, because sometimes that happens in New York.
Say hello to Gil.
Hello, Gil. You said what, Aminah?
Oh, I thought you said something to me. I was getting water in my bowl.
Oh, no.
You guys are both left alive, and it's completely empty now.
We left our millions of followers alone.
Are these editing notes from the producer over there?
All right, so we have our lukewarm water, or our as hot as you can stand it water, and we're gonna put that kind of to the side. So we need a space that's big enough to roll our places. So you need a big empty space in front of you when you're gonna do this.
Okay. With the cilantro and the mint and basil, do I rinse them off before I use them? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Basil, I don't always rinse off because it normally comes in those like when I get it in those boxes, it's like pretty clean already. Sometimes basil, if you get it like really fresh, depending on how I sell it, has a lot of sand inside of it. But I've noticed most of the time when I buy basil, it's really clean. Cilantro, I've noticed, can be super, super sandy. Mint also comes pretty clean too, but it never hurts to rinse off your herbs. And you're exactly right. You want to rinse them off right before you use them, not like rinse them and then, have them wet in your fridge.
Are you frying these?
No, we're not frying these. These are fresh spring rolls.
Oh, even though it says spring rolls with me.
Yeah, these are spring rolls.
Not fresh.
Yeah,
They're
spring rolls where they're wrapped with rice.
Yeah. Have you been doing comedy stuff like online and stuff now with the quarantine or?
Yeah, girl. I mean, I just been bombing right in my living room. It's crazy. And nowhere to go. Everybody's looking at me on their computers like this. And I'm sweating places I ain't never even sweat. Like I'm sweating my neck. It just started right here and it was just dripping down. Like, wet right there. The rascal, right? But
yeah, and
I'm doing my first social distancing show this Saturday, and so I'm girl, I need it because I just can't continue on like this. It's not healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Is it just your own show or is there other comedians or?
No, it's other comedians who hit me up and was like, hey, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. At first I was like, I'm not doing nobody's Zoom show. That's dumb. It's not the same. But then, like, we've been here for this long. So I cracked it, like, April, the end of April. And then I did a show. I did a TV show, actually, for my living room May 2nd for Scary Site. And that was cool. And then I just, like, once or twice a week, people hit me up to come on. And it's more like podcast energy. So we just kind of talk and have comedic fun. But then some shows are like, we want to hear the jokes. And so I've done those. And it's been pretty painful. I will admit it's been very painful, but I understand everybody's just trying to pivot and make, that we have. So I'm trying to do my best, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I can imagine because even when I do lives by myself, it's like you have to give so much energy and you don't even know if anyone's watching or like you're just like, hey. And so I imagine like comedy, especially, you're not really getting the laughs. Like you get the thumbs up.
I know.
You're like, yes, tons of hearts.
My friend said it best, as creators, as artists, doing what we do, in order to stay fresh, you got to do something. So
yeah, you can't just stop.
Right. And because that's when you're really going to get sad too. Mm-hmm. So, let me see. Does it say refrigerate after use?
Oh yeah, I would put that in the fridge after. Oh, we have a question?
Has she been writing a lot of jokes since she's been in quarantine? Has that ever helped her to calm down and write jokes?
Oh, Chris is asking, has quarantine given you a lot of material to work with?
Things like in conversation when I'm talking to people, they be cracking up. Like we laughing, it's fun. But I don't know, like as soon as you start to write it down, it don't really translate. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. But I do have a lot of stuff like on my mind about this experience. So we'll see. We'll see on Saturday in a real setting.
Yeah, we'll see. Wait, how can people watch that on Saturday?
Well, no, it's VIP friends, so invite only. Yeah, you have to come. Yeah,
but exclusive.
Forward. Moving forward. So
well, let us know. Let me know when you have your first non-exclusive comedy show.
I will.
All right, so we're gonna bring over our spring roll wrappers. These are made out of rice. I really especially like these because when I used to be gluten-free, now I'm fake gluten-free. They are gluten-free, so I don't feel guilty about eating them. And I'm over here struggling, opening this package. They look, oh my gosh, no, they're broken. A lot of them are broken. That's not okay. So they look like this. They're really cool. You activate them by putting them into water. And it might take you a little bit to really like feel it out. Because if you leave it in there too long, it gets a little hard to work with. But if you don't leave it in long enough, it's not going to get pliable. So you're literally just going to put it in and just kind of let it sit there. Sometimes I like play around with it in the water. And you'll notice it'll start to change.
Yeah, right away mine started to change.
Yeah, mine's taking a little while longer. Yours look a little, well, because you went to the actual Asian market, so you probably have a better brand.
Well, my water's scorching hot.
Oh, well, that helps too. So you're looking for it to, it will really, really change. Like, it'll get kind of slimy, and now you can see how it's looking.
Oh, look, y'all. Ah!
Yeah, it looks like one of those masks that you put on.
Yes. I want to put this on your face.
Yeah, you could. I don't know if it would do anything for you. So yeah, you're gonna make it so that it becomes pliable, and then you're gonna take it out. And again, all of mine are broken. It should be in a circle or the shape that you started with, but all of mine had this random tear in the middle. You place it on your cutting board or your working space that you're working with, and then you're going to just fill it with your toppings. So you're gonna I always put my rice noodles in first.
Okay.
Work with broken?
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this broken one. Then I put a little bit of carrot, a little bit of cucumber, and you can get really into this. Like if you want to work on like a beautiful presentation, it's gonna take you like a couple before you realize like how it rolls exactly. But you'll see once you do your first one.
So are you putting it like at the edge of your rolling paper or in the middle?
I put mine in the middle.
Okay, I did that too.
Mm-hmm. And then, actually, Chris, can you pick up the camera and just bring it over here so we can see how I roll this? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's better. So then once I have all my toppings in the middle like this, I just go ahead and fold over these two edges.
Oh, can you see now? Make sure.
And then I fold it over itself. And then I roll it over like that. And I have this hole because mine was broken, but you shouldn't have a hole. And then so you'll end up with something that looks like that. And then you're going to want to keep these.
At what point do you eat that condom?
Ew, Chris, don't call it that. Chris said this is a condom.
Yeah, I mean, it's giving that vibe.
So now it's done. And you just continue this process until you run out of toppings or you get tired and you don't feel like doing it anymore.
Can I put it down?
Yes, you can put it down.
Yo, I'm so hyped.
Oh, yeah, that was great. So the only thing is as you go along, you want to make sure you're keeping them covered with a damp paper towel because the rice paper will dry out.
Okay, paper towels, got it.
Yep. Yeah. All right, so let's make a few of these, and then we will try them. Well, you will try them and let me know how you feel about it with your peanut sauce.
I'm so hyped, man. I ain't even eat today. You feel me? Oh, my sauce looks so good too, y'all. Look.
Oh, yeah, your sauce is bomb. Bomb. What are does your son like your cooking?
Yeah, so that's the thing about having a kid. He's not about to lie. So like when it's taking him longer to eat food, you know it's not good. But when you come back and it's like he's eating all of it, that means it was good. But I cook vegan meals at home. Like we'll eat out and sometimes we're not vegan, but at home he eats, he eats the squash, the kale, zucchini.
I thought you put the rice first.
He eats just as healthy as I do at home. Curry chicken.
Oh, that's great.
Red beans.
You're starting him off healthy.
Yeah, I was intense when you had your first child. I was intense. I was like serious about. I made my own baby food, all of that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, you were one of those first moms. I think every first mom is like that though. A lot of us. So this one,
You said a lot of us.
A lot of us.
A lot of first moms.
A lot of first moms are like, yeah. Actually, I don't have any kids, so I wouldn't know. But I'm imagining I'll probably be just like that as well.
Hey, Chris said, calm down.
He said it ain't my Father's Day yet. All right, so I'm rolling up my second one. I'm so disappointed that all of my wraps are broken. So it still works. It's just it's a lot harder. Where did I put my plate?
What would the difference be if you're gonna fry these? If you're gonna like fry the actual spring rolls that people, I think.
I've actually fried these before.
Those?
Yeah.
Can you fry those with the same?
You can, but it just, I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Hey, number 2.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you can see, like, this isn't hard. It's just, if you're making a lot of them, it takes some time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a true chef at this point, so you can't tell me nothing.
All right.
But this is a cool thing. Like, honestly, this is like a cool little birthday type of appetizer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could make them for a hot date.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, yeah,
You'll have him thinking that you are just
out there. Shout out to all.
All right. So I am making. Let's just do one more, and then I'll have you taste it on camera so you can tell us how you feel about it. So before Instagram is a hater and kicks us off.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you see as you keep rolling more, you can see how you can get really like OCD with making them look really beautiful on the outside. It just takes a little bit of thought with what you're doing. So here are my spring rolls, guys. Remember, and like I told you, you can make them and they'll last up to a day after, but they really do taste best like when you first make them and eat them immediately. If you are going to store them, you want to store them with a damp paper towel over them in your Tupperware container so they don't dry out. My suggestion would be instead of holding them made, just cut up all your vegetables, and then you can see how easy it is to just dip your rice paper in and roll up a few when you want to eat them.
So these are my spring rolls, guys.
They look amazing.
I'm so excited.
Where's your sauce?
Oh, my sauce is here. My sauce is a little thinner than Amina's because she added in some peanut butter. I love that you did that because I always say that recipes are just guidelines. So you should do what feels right to you in your own house. Here's my sauce. Here's my spring rolls. All right. So go ahead and taste your creation.
But yeah, you're right. The rice paper gets sticky.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see how she feels about it.
Honestly, this is really good.
You like it? And it was super easy, right? So easy.
I'm glad I put the peanut butter in it because when I first tasted the sauce before, it was like extra spicy. And the peanut butter down.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Well, thank you so much for joining Real Life Cooking. I know you're just like, I'm gonna leave you in peace to eat your meal. But thank you so much for joining Real Life Cooking. I hope you had a good time. I hope you make this again. I hope your son likes these rolls for you. Do you have anything you would like to share our millions of followers watching right now?
Right. Thank you for having me. I mean, I would love. This was like so amazing for me. I feel like I learned something new. I can't wait to show off to other people. And to all of our millions of followers, you can continue to follow me, Aminah Imani. I have a podcast. I post all the episodes on my website. 6 Foot Nothing Podcast. It's on AminahImani.com. And check me out on all social media platforms. I love to tweet. I tell a lot of stories about my son on there, so you can go follow me there. And thank you again for having me. This was fun. I'm really glad.
Thank you. Thank you. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are watching. Gotta say that too. All right. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy. Thanks.
What the hell? Can you reduce it down so that it's thicker?
Oh,